In this day and age, our lives are dominated by all sorts of media. Thanks to the proliferation and advancement of technology, media has been able to take many new forms. A few examples of this include television programs, movies, video games, and even music. Due to the extraordinary amount of media that we consume throughout a single day, many studies have been conducted to find possible correlations with human behavior and feelings. One major correlation that has been found is the effect of body image portrayal in the media and an individual's self-esteem and body satisfaction. According to Dittmar's article, body dissatisfaction is explained as the experience of negative thoughts and esteem about one's body. This dissatisfaction has been known to lead to a range of physical and mental problems, including disordered eating, obesity, body dysmorphic disorder, depression, and low self-esteem. The problem lies in the fact that the body image that is portrayed within mainstream media is one that is often extremely thin, overly sexualized, or even edited.
Hi, I'm Dan Carlos, and I'm an expert on this stuff. Bell and several of her associates conducted an experiment and examined how the presence of thin models in music videos actually negatively affected its viewers. Specifically, how their self-esteem after watching them plummeted. Another study was done by Haynes and Dunn, and through their study, they ended up seeing a correlation with increase in age and bodily dissatisfaction. In addition to that, Don and Tigerman also conducted a study that actually associated with young girls, that by the time they even got into school, they already had this social understanding that was kind of forced onto them that being thin was beautiful, being bigger was not. So another study was conducted by Kim and Lennon, and they found a correlation between those who had exposure to fashion magazines and beauty magazines were more and more susceptible to bodily dissatisfaction. Ashkili and Dittmar found a further connection that those that were exposed to these models directly had an increase in stress levels. They were more susceptible to shame, they were more insecure, and they even suffered from depression a lot more frequently. So we all know, and we focus mostly on that, how women are affected by the media and how their body image is significantly portrayed. But it's vital to note that males are just as affected by this media. Specifically, Scott Strong made a very good distinction that steroid use was also used strongly among males to achieve that big kind of masculine image. McCabe and McGreevy, they conducted another study, and through their study they found that these unhealthy behaviors and the steroid use has actually become more and more popular as of late. So many people actually suffer from something called body image disorder, or BID for short. And as Sugar ended up defining it, is the belief that someone's body is a lot bigger or a lot smaller than it actually is. So if you were to think about going to, or looking at a carnival mirror, and you see how the image distorts itself, where you know how thin or how your body looks, but then the image itself will be a lot bigger, smaller, a lot taller, or whatever. So people who suffer from this disorder will actually be really thin, but when they look in the mirror, they see nothing but someone who's really big. And this is really unhealthy for them because they end up developing eating disorders, where if they know they're really thin, but they think and see that they're big, they end up starving themselves. Or if it's the other way around, where they see themselves as too thin and they just continue to eat and eat and eat in the hopes that they'll get bigger, when in reality they may already be obese or something. So it's really an unhealthy habit. On a lighter note though, Pfister and Smith actually came across something really interesting, where women models who actually are exposed to average sized other models are actually less likely to accept the concept of thin beauty, where the thinner you are, the more beautiful you are. So it's really nice to see that if you kind of surround yourself with something that's more feasible, it can overall generate a more positive environment for everyone else around you.
guy's abs. I need to get back in the gym, man.
Man, you did 315 on the bench?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You did 315 on the bench?
Yeah, dude, I can do phone, but
How much can you do, man?
I can only do 130.
Our little sister could do that, right out loud.
the last time I did that was in junior high.
He said his sister benches more than me. Well, you know what? I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm right-handed. The guy in the video made it look so easy. Yeah, I can do any of those workouts, man. I'm never gonna look this big.
Yeah, that workout was great. It's such a great pump.
Yeah, that helps nuts now.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man?
Man, you see these guys in this magazine? You see them, man? They're huge.
They're huge.
Look at you two, man. You two are huge. I'm never gonna look this
You
big.
know, we started off so small. Started off at the beginning. I mean, we didn't all get there. It takes time and patience. I mean, why don't you come work out with us, you know? We'll show you how to work out, diet, and all that. I mean, it takes time.
Exactly, the diet.
I mean, he started out being skinnier than you. And look at it now.
Look at it. Thanks, guys.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah, see you.